Welcome to the Iron Asylum. Today I'm training with Amy Fox. We're doing a bit of delt training. Amy, welcome to the Iron Asylum.
Hi, thank you.
Now, we're doing a bit of delt training today. Now, I was very impressed because we was actually training together and I was filming a bit in between sets. You were lifting some pretty heavy weights and you were very much keeping up with me. So I was actually struggling to keep up with you. So it was definitely a good training session. We hit a lot of exercises, a lot of different angles and things like that. Now, you mentioned when you were doing shoulder presses, you were doing dumbbell shoulder presses, that you kind of changed your form a little bit and you're doing them a little bit different now. Just talk to us a little bit about what you've done and how you've changed your form.
Yeah, well, basically, after years of being a catcher in baseball, I've done something to my shoulder and just, didn't really manage it properly for many years. So now when I come to do any pressing movements, I am in a fair bit of pain, especially on my right side. So in order just to alleviate that and to stop the amount of stress going through the joint, I really concentrate on depressing my scapula. Sometimes, depending on the movement, whether it's a shoulder press or a bench press, like pulling my shoulder blades together, just little things. I mean, we all know that we should be doing these things, but it's hard to actually train for a competition where you're wanting to be like lifting really heavy weights, and it's hard to sort of pull yourself back and say, no, I'm just going to focus on the technique and actually keeping the contraction on the muscle rather than just busting out this hardcore heavy set. So, yeah, that's exactly my aim.
Yeah, and I've had the same thing with trying to activate my glutes and things like that. You've got to really, really think about it, and it does probably take a little bit away from the weight you're using, but obviously if it's going to, make your physique look better, then it's obviously worth it. Now, in terms of your delts, like, what do you think of your shoulders? Do you like going to the gym thinking that's something I need to work on, or do you think this is a strength and maybe I don't need to train as hard? Because when you're on stage, you do, like obviously with your posing and everything, you do appear very wide across the clavicles and stuff. I'm trying to actually think about how your shoulders look at the moment when you're on stage. But for me, just naturally when I think of you on stage, I think your shoulders are a strong point. What do you think about your shoulders?
Yeah, I think in the last 12 months, because actually my shoulders used to be my weak point because of the injuries, but now having been able to train them properly and pain-free, they've grown very quickly. And I almost feel like my shoulders are fine, and they're actually making my biceps and triceps look tiny. So that's actually my aim this time around, is to bring my biceps and triceps up because my shoulders are starting to look a bit out of whack with the rest of my arm. So
now, before we wrap this up, I just want to mention there's going to be a new RX Muscle Girls Radio show that we're actually going to be hosting together, which I'm very, very excited about. We talked about it on Aussie Muscle Radio already, but we're going to be getting some of the industry's best girls on the radio show, not only from Australia, but I'm hoping to get some international girls, some IFBB Pro girls across all divisions. We've got bikini, we've got figure, we've got physique, we've got bodybuilding, we've got heaps of divisions, fitness. So we're going to be getting some massive names on there. And I know we're both very excited about it. We don't have a name locked in yet, but we've got a few that's been thrown around. And if anyone does have any suggestions, please send them through to me or Amy on Facebook via Facebook message or something. It's probably the easiest way. But Amy, we're both excited for this show.
Oh, it's going to be, it's been a long time coming. I think it's exactly what this sport needs. I mean, there's 5 categories for the women just in IFBB. So you've got your bikini, your figure, your fitness, physique, and also the female bodybuilding. So, it's big and there's so many things and so many different topics that are up for discussion, and also, just having people around Australia and having their input as to what sort of content that they want discussed it's been really good. So by all means, private message me on Facebook. I mean, you'll take private messages as well, Zaves. The more input that we can have, the better.
Yeah, we're incredibly excited about it. And basically, the people that listen to the show shape the show. So if they say they want to hear more of this, we're going to put more of that in there.
Totally.
If they say they don't want something, then we're going to kind of take that out. So your guys' feedback is absolutely crucial to what we do and what we put out there. And it's going to be available through iTunes. We're going to really try to push it and really make it a top podcast so we can get in the new and noteworthy section, and then we'll really try to get in the top 100 and really build something massive here where we get a lot of not just girls in the industry, but people outside of the industry listening as well, hopefully. So I'm really, really excited for that. And if anyone wants to sponsor that show, please just send me an email at xavierwills@rxmuscle.com.au, or you can contact me or Amy through Facebook. So that's an exciting one, Amy. Now, you're going to be competing at the Pro Qualifier at FitX in 2014 in March, in the first weekend. We'll have to wait to see if you will get that pro card. You're going to be competing against a few good girls because obviously physique has improved within Australia. Will Amy get a pro card in March? We'll have to wait and find out. We'll have to wait till FitX to find out. But Amy Fox, thanks for training in the Iron Asylum.
Thanks.
We always do it this time. I got to shine.